Good afternoon. My name is Gautam Sanjay. I am an assistant professor at Prayagradi Mahavidyalaya. Today we would be discussing an introduction to company law. The first topic that we will discuss today is company's meaning and characteristics. Now the first question that arises is, what is a company? A company can simply be said to be an association of individuals or persons formed for some legal purpose. The legal purpose here is mostly business. So we can say company is a way of conducting business. Under the Companies Act 2013, Section 2, Clause 20 states that company means a company incorporated under this Act. The term incorporation here means that the company has fulfilled all the legal requirements and can now be said to be a company under the Companies Act of 2013. Now we will discuss some of the characteristics of a company. The first and the foremost characteristic of a company is that once an entity becomes a company, it is a separate legal personality. This means that the persons forming the company, who are known to be subscribers or members, are different from the company which is now formed. This is the most important characteristics of the company. Rest other characteristics follows because of this significance. In the case of Solomon versus Solomon, 1897, it was held that once a company is formed, that means it has fulfilled all the legal requirements and now must be treated as an entity different from the members who have formed it. The second characteristic of a company is that it has limited liability. This means that because company is a separate legal personality now, it is a separate legal entity from the members, its assets are its own and its liabilities are its own. Members, even as a whole, cannot be said to be owners of the company and would not be liable for the debts of the company. Every member has a very limited liability, and that liability is limited either by shares or by guarantee. The third characteristic of a company is that it has a perpetual succession. This means that a company never dies. Even if all the shareholders, all the directors, all the members of the company are dead, the company is still alive. The company can only die, or it can only be said to have died after it has been winded up under the Act. The fourth characteristic of a company is that the shares of a company are transferable. This means that the share can be transferred from one person to another. This is specifically given under Section 44 of Companies Act 2013. The fifth characteristic of a company is that it has separate property. This also stems from the fact that company is a separate legal entity now. All the property of the company is its own, and no member or shareholder or even director can claim that the property of the company is his. The last characteristic that we will discuss today is the capacity to sue or be sued. This means that a company can sue in its own name and the company can be sued in its own name. The company has the right to approach the court as every individual does, and every individual has a right to approach the court against the company in its own name. This was a brief introduction that I have given today about company and its characteristics. In the next class, we will discuss the legal requirements under the Companies Act 2013 for incorporation of a company in India. Thank you.